Down here in the bottom left, we have our Protoss player.
choya for you.
He's feeling it. He's in the zone.
That's right. Talking to himself, keeping his nerves down.
At the top right, we have our Zerg player. He is...
Check prime V.
Will we see the same exact build again? I wonder.
It could work on this map. That's a map where this build is doable.
Oh, definitely. This is actually a great map for all sorts of forward gate rushes. You know, the natural is very wide open, so it's hard to use spine crawlers for any defense.
As you can see, the probe is going to get in here. If he sees a drone moving down there, he's going to follow the drone down there and make a pylon to stop him from expanding there.
Yep.
Excuse me.
It's a much longer map than Steps of War, so we may not see the cannon rush if Czech chooses to hatchery first. And in fact, Czech gonna choose to pull first, but Choya not taking any risk, throwing that pylon down just in case the drone is hiding. He did see Czech do that in game 1.
Now for our newbie players, for our nubs, he does this because he doesn't want to let him make a hatchery here.
Yeah.
If he blocks off the hatchery, it delays the Zerg's economy. Zerg always wants to be one base ahead.
Yeah. And it slows down a lot. The economy, it slows down production because you have less larvae from the second hatchery. It slows down creep spreading, which is really important. Zerg wants that creep to spread out from the hatchery as quickly as possible so they can get those spine crawlers down so they have the movement speed bonus on the creep. It's all sorts of stuff.
Okay. The pool's done. He has to get Lings out here to kill up this pylon, and
something interesting going on here. We have a forge very quickly along with the... And...
He could make a cannon here.
Oh, I think he's actually going to expand, like, really, really quickly.
Oh, okay, I see.
This is interesting. What are you doing, Choya?
The thing is, if he tries to expand, Czech Prime, excuse me, can get roaches.
Yeah.
Counterattack down here because this area is so wide and hard to control.
Yeah, that's very true. Making a cannon down there. You actually have to make quite a few cannons to stop roaches from harassing your expansion at all on this map if you do make a cannon expansion. But, you know, he is teching at the same time. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just see. It's kind of an interesting build by Choya. I've not actually seen this particular Protoss vs. Zerg build.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see what he's going to do. It's obviously going to be an expand. I'm curious to see how he's going to follow that up. Whoa! I don't understand the world anymore.
I think he's trying to trick Czech a little bit.
I think he's trying to trick us and make us look bad.
I know, and he's succeeding.
I know.
This is really, really weird.
Okay, well, it's a smart build, which definitely means it's coming from a FOU player. You see a cannon down here. You know, it's so funny because I was thinking, like, well, you know, making an expansion on this map really isn't that good, but if the Zerg decides to go roaches like I recommended here, because he's an expansion,
he sees that might trigger roaches actually, Taste. So that's a good point. Seeing that cannon, I might think, oh, you know what? I'll make a roach warren.
Yeah.
All right. Will Czech fall for the bait? And he runs up the ramp with those Zerglings.
And did he see that?
I believe he did.
He did.
So a terrible place to actually place that's starport, Tasteless.
Yeah, that positioning was pretty bad. Should have put it anywhere else.
Yeah, if he had put it further away, the Zerglings wouldn't have seen it, but now he realizes it's on the way, and he's going to go ahead and do his best to stop it. It is a Void Ray, and that Void Ray is going to go ahead and take out an Overlord first, but Czech looks like he's getting a Spine Crawler and a Roach Warren, but he is making another Queen there. And do we have another Queen there? Yes, we do. So he's going to be going up to 4 Queens quite quickly. And being very smart, connecting the main and the natural by creep tumors. So he's going to have a lot of Queens out and get Roaches as well. Decent counter to what he's seeing here.
Yeah. Czech, yeah, I don't even know you're a Zerg player. What do you think you should actually do from this point in time, Artosis? Because this is the first time we're seeing a build like this. It's been spotted. So what does he want to do? Just try to take the gold base? Or?
Well, you know, he sees that he's actually going expansion plus tech all at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. Take a third base, drone like a crazy man. But look at this. He's going to attack in here, waste some force fields. But it looks like that's about it. Yeah. It's too bad that did not work out as he wanted. But yeah, absolutely. If you can't really, when your opponent does two things, tech and expand, what can't he do? You can't do three things at a time.
That's true.
You can do two. And by doing both tech and expansion, he can't make a real attack on Czech. So Czech actually can go ahead, take a third base very quickly, which you normally can't do against Protoss. So that is definitely what I would do if I could think of it in the game. But it's a hard call to make as Czech. This is probably not something he's seen before. So really weird build order.
The Nexus is done. Czech not taking a third base yet. Not even taking these rocks yet. And I think we're going to see another timing attack here from the Protoss pretty soon.
You know, there is another thing you can do when you think your opponent's going to make too many Stargate units. You can just make a whole bunch of Hydras and attack and then take your third, because oftentimes the Hydras, especially with their nice range, are going to be able to do a lot to this expansion Tasis, because just like the Roaches, being able to outrange the cannons quite often, Hydras have much more range, so they're going to be even more deadly down there. Just the problem is the distance it is to actually walk down there and do that.
Nice transfusion there being used on the Overlord. Czech keeping his cool. I do like the Phoenix play here. You can pick up just additional Zerglings and stuff like that that are out and about on the map.
And a little bit of a mistake having 3 Stalkers randomly out there. I do not know why he had those out there, but oh well.
Uh-oh. Pro back here trying to skip out on work, almost got killed.
And see those 2 cannons? That is actually nice placement right there.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Because that's going to stop any of those Hydra attacks I was talking about. You're not going to want to attack with them into those. Czech is going to go ahead and take his third. It's a little bit later. It looks like he wanted to do more of the Hydra play that I was talking about.
He's going to get a Spire next.
This is actually something I've been talking about with Red a little bit recently. When they do this, if you go Hydra and transition into Mutalisks, because whenever they go heavy Stargate, you go Hydras, and that forces a lot of Colossus. If someone's actually going for a lot of Colossus, obviously Muta's going to be very strong. So, pretty cool moves here by Czech. He's always up to date on strategies. Comes up with a lot of them himself, in fact, as well.
All right, double Expo. Very nice.
And upon seeing the Spire, we do have the +1 air attack being upgraded, as we see on the production tab.
Protoss is moving out.
Yeah, nice little timing attack. Czech doesn't have a whole lot of units to actually stop this with. He's been a little bit greedy, teching a lot and expanding a lot, therefore doesn't have the units.
He needs to cancel. He didn't cancel.
Ouch.
That's bad.
It's all right, though. He has a lot of money somehow.
Yeah, he actually has too much money. It actually doesn't make any sense how much money he has.
Czech is actually a player that always makes that extra macro hatch.
Yeah.
And right now, if we look at the production tab, we do have a lot of mutas being made, 9 right now. He's probably going to want an infestor with those, though, because I think that the number of Phoenixes is going to rise dramatically.
You know, Phoenixes are turning out to be better and better in StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff you can do with them.
Yeah, they're definitely a very versatile unit. So fast for scouting, really good anti-air, can lift stuff up, even though they don't have arms.
How about that?
I know, right?
Phoenix spots the the hatchery that's on the way.
Gonna catch sight of mutas and hydras. Good time to turn around, if I do say so. Droning up the expansion.
Sorry, Artosis.
Oh, please, Tasis.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Take it away.
I'm such a manner guy.
You are.
I was going to say, Czech is doing such a great job of spreading the creep here.
Yeah.
Really just controlling the map. You can see our Protoss not being overly confident, doesn't take the gold, goes back to a safer location over here. Not a bad idea. It does look like he's going to attack pretty soon.
He's got to be careful. Don't get those Phoenixes too far ahead.
Ouch.
This is going to be a fearsome army for Mutalist to engage, I tell ya.
And we got a counterattack here.
Really fearsome. Yeah, and that's the right move. He can't defend that hatchery, really. This army will tear him apart right now. So Czech just using his mobility, counterattacking, taking out these cannons. He's going to want to run away right now.
What is he doing?
He's going to want to run away right now.
He's not listening to you, Artosis.
He needs to, though, Tasteless.
Say it again.
Run away right now, Czech.
There he goes.
And there he goes. But unfortunately, those Phoenixes,
Spot this.
they can attack while moving. Czech not going to be happy with how many he loses here. Look at that. Oh, wow. Just absolutely.
Oh, my God.
eating.
Nice transfusions there, but it doesn't really matter that much.
You know, Phoenixes, they have a quicker move speed. 4.25 compared to 3.75 on the Mutas, so you have to be so careful. That's why you need that Infestor I was talking about a little bit earlier.
Nice job dropping some knowledge there, Artosis. That's why they call you the Wikipedia of StarCraft.
That is right. That's what I do.
We got...
This is the Conservapedia of StarCraft.
Please, take it back. It's like the biggest diss ever. We have it moving out now and attacking this hatchery over here. And this expansion is most definitely going to die.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Now, switching back into Hydras, the problem is that there is a Colossus out. And Colossus is pretty good against Hydra, especially if he gets a few more. But he's taken out a lot of cannons before. Looks like he wants to do a nice counterattack here. We're going to have to see how it goes. There's no cannons to stop him, but he does turn around with those Hydras.
Yeah, smart move to turn around with the Hydras. They're not fast enough to get out after dealing the damage.
You know, the problem is, look at this. He is getting that third base up. In the meantime, Czech is having such a hard time holding on to a third base. He's lost so many third bases.
Guys, don't forget to submit some questions so that John and Jay can go over them, pick out the best ones. Do not spam the questions.
Yes.
Do not spam the questions or we will not pick yours. I promise you they are all read. Oh no, Queen.
That Queen is so gone.
She's like, stop it. Leave the hatchery alone, you devil.
And Czech looks like he wants to counterattack onto the extra base of Choya, but thing is, he's going to be trapped down here, Tasteless.
That might actually be game if he kills his army.
Yeah, this is, and in fact, his army is way out of position. The Roaches in the back, the Hydras in the front. Everything just getting slammed. And Choya, looking like another Foyu, is going to advance. GG.
Oh, you're so good.
Choya wins. And I saw him standing up real quick over there. He is so happy. Look at him. He is a happy guy right now.
Makes me happy seeing somebody that happy.
Choya
is good.
Choya, he's moving on, Tasteless. And Czech Prime, unfortunately, is out of the tournament. At least it wasn't via Hope Torture this time.
At least.
That would have been painful. Czech, very unhappy with that loss.
Understandably so.
And two of our Warcraft 3 legends going out in the round of 32. I think Maka Prime is the lone survivor from the Warcraft 3 squad
he
left in this
is the hero
tournament.
from that control group.
Oh, actually, Pult Prime playing next. He was a Warcraft 3 player.
Oh, that's right. Playing against
Slayer's
the
Boxer. That's going to be a
That's
good match. Can't wait for that one.
Well, I'm so sorry. We are going to take a quick break here. Artos is going to do an interview. Artos is the best interviewer in the world. He's so good. He's so good.
Thanks, Stasis.
And I am going to go to the bathroom for me and Artosis.
Thanks.
I get bathroom breaks. He doesn't. Artosis is actually hooked up to a catheter right now.
You can dump that out for me?
Yeah, I'll dump out your bucket. So, again, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Sony Ericsson and the Incheon Tourism Organization.
That's right.
If you come to see GOMTV live, you will be landing in Incheon most likely, unless you land in Gimpo Airport. But it's almost always
I don't think they'll do that.
I don't think so.
Unless you, live
I think unless you're flying in from China, you're most likely going to be landing
and even
in
then,
Incheon.
mostly Incheon. Yeah.
Incheon Airport's better.
Yeah.
They have a better tourist organization as well.
Absolutely.
It's true. Because they sponsor the GSL.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, we're going to have an interview in a moment here with Choya Foyu. Unfortunately, Check Prime is out. Can't wait to interview Choya again. Very interesting interview last time. Let's see if it's going to be.
It's got a lot of character. Again. And if you guys are just joining late, John has a new knee pad.
Yeah.
Look at that. Very cushy.
We care about John's knees here at the GSL.
We want to take care of his knees.
That's right.
He works very hard. He uses this for the interviews and to pray.
We treat him fancy, man.
Towards his Nestea Shrine, the winner of the GSL Season 2. We're going to wind this up in a minute. Once our Korean commentators are ready to wind it up. And
free pizzas
pizzas tomorrow, according to what Jay just said in our headphones.
Please make him get me a cheese this time, Jay.
I'm
so sick of watching
pizza.
everyone
He's a vegetarian.
Eat these meat pizzas here. They order like 400 meat pizzas. You can't get one cheese pizza. Hey Pro doesn't eat meat either, Tasteless. There's 2 of us now.
You vegetarians. It's tough.
I'm actually getting angry right now.
It's tough. So if you come
I have
to the
a hard
studio,
life, Tasteless.
free pizza tomorrow. And you can't come to the studio. It's
all
free.
The homeless people watching the stream are going to be rushing the GOM studio.
Taking boxes of pizzas home and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to remind everyone to get me a cheese. I'm going to be in a really bad mood if they don't get one.
You should see this guy when we go out and eat together, and he finds out that they didn't take the meat out of the food. The anger. You could just see it in his face. That's the face you make.
Thank you. Tasteless.
There's meat in this. I've seen it. I don't want to see that tomorrow.
I get angry. I do.
Well, I mean, it would suck. You know, you've been a vegetarian for so long, you probably can't digest meat now.
Yeah. That's what
I hear.
You
don't have the enzymes.
I haven't tried it.
You haven't tried it?
I hear, though. Don't want to try it.
If you want to kill him, that's the way to do it. If you want to kill me, I'm actually allergic to cinnamon.
That's right.
That's how you kill me.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to cinnamon. Yeah, that's right. I can't eat cinnamon rolls.
We're just like telling all our secrets.
I know.
There's a button in the back of my neck that turns me off.
My social security number is. All right, she's actually wrapping up this time, great commentator. So we'll be back soon.